today we got an amazing tournament for $500, and I have my duo here, YOLO. How are you today, YOLO?
I'm great. Nice to be here. The end of the league, and it's going to be great fun. We've got some very good teams, very good games
Yeah.
we've seen before. I know you're very excited for some of the games, Shuri, and it's going to be
yeah, dude.
good to watch for sure.
Yeah, so I mean, our first round's gonna be Eternal Unity versus Exclusive. They had a knockdown, drag out, best of 5 the last time, so I'm really excited to see them have that rematch for sure. So.
Definitely. I mean,
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting to see who they pick, knowing that. Like, I know that some of them are speaking about using different heroes and different metas, different comps. So it'll be fun to see hopefully some different lineups, not just like an Aletta, a Scatty, that sort of thing. But we'll see.
Yeah, for sure. And another really fun thing about this is we have double elimination, but it's also for $500 at the end of it. So there's a little less pressure, but there's also way more pressure.
Yeah, exactly. Like people are, I mean, they get a second chance if it all goes badly, but hopefully, I mean, as you were saying, that there needs to be double elimination for that much money. But we'll probably see people fight each other, and then we'll see people fight themselves like twice or 3 times, maybe, depending on like how the games go. But
yeah.
Okay. Okay, we can see this. We can see the screen now. Perfect. Looks like we've got a Hualing on both sides. I like to see that a lot. Hualing's my favorite character, so.
And I mean, we definitely are gonna have Johnny Jet. I know that because Wake Up's in the game, but he has just been absolute dominant on that Johnny Jet, and I am not surprised to see that the other teams in this tournament are gonna be just counter picking Johnny Jet in every cart match.
Oh yeah, I mean you can see them that they've got a Hunter and a Hualing, so they've got the scans already for the Johnny Jet Ganser. But it'll be great to see. I mean they've got T3 God, Wake Up, Solaris, great players, and then Shell, KD, and man, it's gonna be such a good game. You can see all the live banners, the tourney banners. It's gonna be a great game. Okay.
Oh yeah, for sure. And also, guys in chat, if you have any questions, just say them. And whenever there's some downtime, I'll make sure to get to them. And I'll give those to YOLO too, so he doesn't have to worry about that. So if you have any questions for me or YOLO or about the game, feel free to ask in the chat. And between games, I'll go ahead and get to some of that stuff. But for now, we're going to go ahead and start getting into this.
Sorry for anyone that like my voice is a bit off. I'm a bit hungover this evening, so just bear with me. But this is gonna be great. It's just loading in.
Yeah, guys. I mean, we shouldn't make him apologize for being from the EU, but I mean, I do like that you know.
Okay, cool. So it loaded up a bit late, but we've got Hualing on the balcony, just getting deleted by Shell. Okay.
Yep, and Shell has been an absolute monster on this Hualing. Him and T3 God had some really good battles last time they played.
Okay.
But a lot is going to come down to this Johnny Jet.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Johnny Jet is such an underrated pick at the moment. Like, everyone used to be memeing him, and now he's so viable. It's very strong.
100%. And Wake Up is really the reason that's a thing. And he has really kind of ushered in the whole Johnny Jet meta. And wow, good play right there by the Aletta, stay alive, and he gets the kill on
Solaris missing his ultimate, unfortunately. Couldn't trap the Aletta. Getting that kill, but it's pretty even right now. Only like 8% in it, 9%. But
yep, and the Hunter is going to be getting this Johnny out, but Wake Up having really good positioning. It is lagging just a little bit for me, but
man, I mean, you can just see like they're dominating right now. Shell 4-0, Log for Subscript just 4-0. Man, they're just popping off right now.
Yeah, and they're also pushing the cart from both sides. I mean, they aren't letting up for a second. And honestly, the last time we had this matchup, it was the exact opposite of this, where they kind of came in late and they just couldn't get it. But now they've started off strong, and I think it all has to do with KD picking the Hunter just to counter Johnny.
Yeah, for sure. Like, Wake Up's got a very difficult job job to be done, especially when they've got a 40% lead now. I mean, it's going to be very difficult because they've got to triple contest that point, not let it get to 80, 90, and then it's already a win. So,
also, sorry, go.
So they've got a lot of work to be done here. They need to get a team wipe, then go to their cart, which is miles away. So it'll be like a 3v2 as soon as everyone gets respawned. So
100%. And with Shell hitting the shots like he is right now with Walling, it is not an easy feat to actually take him down. A really good job by Solaris with a long range ult, but he gets taken out before he can do much with it. T3 God is their last hope, and he's about to go down as well. It is pretty much over if JJ can't do it here, and he is already out. Oh no. Shell, just an absolute menace. He gets the double kill. Shell going for the last kill on T3 guy. Can he get the triple? He can't because the game ended.
Okay, I mean, that was a very quick game. Not how I expected it to go straight that quickly, but man, that was so dominant. Like, counter the JJ, he can't do anything. You've got Hualing just Shell getting so many nice picks there. Shows how good Hualing is, but okay.
And honestly, man, like the last time what happened was we had just an overwhelming like lead early on because Wake Up was just able to sit on that cart and nobody was able to take him out, and he just had T3 God right there as the anchor to make sure no one messed with him. But this time the Hunter's orbs just made it to where Wake Up couldn't do that. He was just out in the open.
Yeah, and there was a good counter pick, and it's so nice to actually be able to like cast these games now because all the other league games have been at like 3 or 4 a.m. for me, so I haven't been able to watch and spectate them. But it's great. We're in Crystal Assault now, so that's going to be interesting to see if we have a Judex or Shell as usual. But
yeah. And I also want to give a shout out to KD for having a 5-piece there. He was on a 4 streak, and like him going 4 and 2 on that Hunter, just staying alive, and Shell was 8 and 2 on Walling.
Exactly, good stuff. Not quite the double digits though, but
yeah, I mean, yeah,
not enough time. Not enough time for double digits. It went too quickly.
Very true. I mean, honestly, I think that might be one of the first times we've seen them go and end the game before it gets to that double speed.
Yeah, that was just rapid and dominant.
Yeah. Especially on Soda, that double speed is pretty important. But if any of you guys have any questions in the chat, I'll be picking out some of them while we wait, and I'll let YOLO know as well. And the first one is oh god, I'm not saying that. Sorry. Sorry, so people being mean. All right, so how to be an arena creator on the channel. Go into the Discord and just go ahead and be in general and just ask for help. A Discord mod will be able to kind of get you in the right direction, and if you meet the requirements, you can apply and they'll get back to you.
Yeah, exactly. You've got to have a decent amount of subscribers, but there's also a lot of like content creation that you can do and get like various roles in the Discord server and some like monthly rewards, even if you're not that big as a subscriber. Just show that you're making content, and T3 Arena really like to like help the community, and if you're making content for them, they will reward you for it.
Or you can do what YOLO did and just be extremely good looking, and then they just give it to you.
Man.
All right. On Rush League, on the Rush League YouTube channel, there is a Spanish version of this stream. So if any of you speak Espanol, go to the Rush League T3 channel and just type Rush League T3 Arena into YouTube, and it should come up. But we are gonna have a really good one right here, and some interesting picks. Not surprising, we are gonna have Johnny Jet for Wake Up.
Yeah.
And he's got to be careful with that. We are going to be playing Crystal Assault, and when you pick Johnny this much, I mean, as you saw on that first map, they chose Hunter to counterpick JJ, and I mean, there was nothing they could do. It's not that they did bad. It's just like there's nothing he can do when he's out in the open. He has to hide from Shell. who was hitting every shot he took. Like, so it's just really rough when you're JJ and the other team chooses Hunter.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, this time he's got a bit more of a favorable matchup going against a Judex, a Shadow, and a Laletta. I mean, I'm sure that if he can get up close, he'll dominate the flankers and dominate the Judex. Maybe he can cause a lot of issues. But also, Johnny Jet on the Crystal could do loads of damage because his critical just stacks up and ramps up, and he can actually do like a lot of damage that you wouldn't expect in the deal when they want to make a three flanker push.
100%. And guys, the score is 1-0 Eternal Unity, and I am pretty sure that the first round is going to be a best of 3. So, I mean, that's really scary for exclusive here because I mean, they're playing not the standard meta for what you would like normally see on Crystal, the Judex Shell, like just standard meta. They are using a Johnny Jet, which they have done very effectively. But they're going to have to win these fights in the very beginning. They cannot lose this game because it's over if they do.
Exactly. And right now, I mean, it's pretty even, 10% in it. They're just going to be waiting to get the shell ults soon. And it's just we've seen like so many times in the future, just getting that shell off on reload. Because if you die and then you waste like 30 seconds, that's almost another shell ult. So it's basically just management of staying alive, getting that ult in, and right now both teams are just farming. So 25% on both. JJ just going to be annoying, being a nuisance. Judex going down, can't get the ult off.
And one thing to point out: the last time these guys played, Shell basically won it by himself, playing Aletta. I hate that he's called Shell and he always has a shell on his team that isn't him. But as you can see, he just won that fight on Solaris there, and he's getting all that damage on the Crystal. He did the same exact thing last time. He had 3 members of exclusive just trying to kill him as he like did 30% Crystal damage before he finally died last time. It was absolutely insane. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so very close in it. 2% in it right now. Yep. See if we can get any more damage. Judex has the ult. It'll be interesting to see if goes into the aggro.
Yeah, KD still has his ult, and Wake Up will get his up in about 10 seconds. And honestly, it's going to be really close here because both the Alettas actually have their ults up now. I don't know. JJ's going to have to start living more. I mean, Wake Up has a really hard task here, but he has to get these kills, and he has to do it quickly. Oh my god. It is going to go down to the wire. Oh,
yeah, no, it's unfortunate for them. Oh.
Like I said, he was going to have to beam them down faster, and it's not his fault. I mean, if he didn't play it as cautious, he would have died even sooner than... it's just a catch-22, and I honestly cannot believe this. We just saw exclusive go out 0-2 in the first round.
I mean, the good thing there's double elimination, so they're not out of it completely, but hopefully they can come back and maybe do better. But now we've got, we got the second game, Insiders against Eternal Unity, which is going to be a great game.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, guys, like, I'm not going to lie to you. I enjoyed the hell out of that, like, best of 5 we saw from Eternal Unity and exclusive last time. It was such a good match. And I was really excited to see that same thing happen here. And it was just so even the last time. And those games weren't even. But to be fair, Eternal Unity did counterpick really hard on the payload ratio. So, I mean, it couldn't have been even.
Yeah, exactly. But, I mean, 2-0, very, very well played from that game. 100%. It shows that Judex and Shell, it's just, that's the go-to meta on Crystal. I mean, just that, both of their ultimates, even if you saw them go down, like Scripps was like 0-4, but if you can get those ultimates off, it doesn't matter if you die. You're still getting that percentage, putting that pressure on, and in the end, that damage was the key to victory.
100%. And somebody asked if I was streaming. Nope.